What happened this Sunday? Was your timeline in chaos? Was your ex-Twitter feed exploding? You already know the answer. One name suddenly started trending, not just in one country, but globally. The K-pop world was once again shaken by a single name, Felix. But this wasn't about a comeback. It wasn't about a mysterious teaser. This was about something more personal, more emotional. A meeting that had only ever existed in dreams finally becoming reality. And their conversation managed to make stays and netizens alike cry, feel emotional, and go completely wild. What did he do to cause such an uproar among the fandom and even non-fans? Get ready, because this story is filled with emotion, laughter, and that legendary vocal deepness. Click play, and let's dive into this historic moment that made our Sunday unforgettable. For those who don't know, this past Sunday was not a normal day. It wasn't just a day off. It was the day one of an idol's ultimate dreams came true. Imagine having a bias, someone you've admired for so long, whose work has shaped your own dreams. Then, you actually get to meet and sit down with them. That is exactly what happened to Stray Kids Felix on the latest episode of &ing, the flagship segment of the legendary YouTube channel Junghwa, the queen of K-pop herself. Junghwa is not just any artist. She is an icon, an institution in the Korean entertainment industry. And for Felix, she is more than just a senior. She is a source of inspiration. So when the invitation for &ing came, this wasn't just a standard promotional schedule. This was a meeting of two musical generations, a full-circle moment witnessed by millions of eyes. And trust me, you are not ready for all the warmth, the fun, and the depth that happened in that studio. Let's get into the main part and break down all the iconic moments. The moment Felix walked in, the atmosphere was different. You could see it. There was an immense respect and a slight tremor in his eyes. This wasn't Felix, that confident main dancer and sub-vocalist of Stray Kids on stage. Here, he was Jungbok, a young man finally meeting his idol. And Junghwa, wow! She welcomed him with the warmth of a caring sunbai. She even called him Jungbok in such a soft voice, immediately breaking the ice. Junghwa even revealed that she had heard a lot about Felix and really wanted to meet him. Imagine. A legend acknowledging and wanting to meet her junior. This isn't a fan fiction scenario. This is real. She said she hoped it would become a reality, and it turned out to be a reality more beautiful than anyone could have imagined. But we all know an emotional meeting wouldn't be complete without Felix's signature trait. Yes, his legendary deep voice. Every time he spoke in that serious low tone, Junghwa couldn't hold back her laughter and amazement. Her expression seemed to say, how can someone this handsome and sweet have a voice this cool? This triggered laughter over and over again. Their chemistry was so natural, like an aunt and a nephew reuniting after a long time. And the peak? When they talked about the song Chk Chk Boom, the song that has become a meme and a trend, finally came to life in front of the legend herself. Felix confidently, and of course, with his deep voice, performed a bit of the song and was invited to dance along by Junghwa. This moment was pure joy. Look at their smiles. There was no distance, just two musicians enjoying music and the moment. It's proof that music and dance are universal, connecting the 90s generation with Gen Z in one catchy beat. But &ing wasn't just about laughter. Behind all the fun was a deep and touching conversation. They talked about journeys, hard work, and the weight of holding on to dreams. Felix spoke candidly and honestly about his struggles. Hearing him talk about how precious every moment is, how grateful he is to be where he is now, and receiving advice from Junghwa, It was a reminder for all of us. Whether you're an idol, a student, or a regular worker, your struggle is valid. And hearing your idol say it directly feels like a warm hug. Junghwa, as someone who has been through it all, gave Felix genuine recognition and appreciation. It wasn't a superficial compliment. It was an acknowledgement from an artist to another. And this moment of mutual respect is what made so many netizens and stays melt. The X timeline was immediately flooded with motivational quotes from their conversation. And as you might guess, the impact was immense. X, Twitter, immediately became the headquarters for stays and multi-stands. Felix's trending was a common sight on the timeline. From fan cams of his deep voice, clips of the Chk Chk Boom dance, to threads analyzing every second of their interaction. Many said this was the best cross-generational collaboration they had ever seen. Others cried seeing their idol being so respected by a legend. Fans also creatively made memes, compilations, and funny edits. The contrast between Felix's deep voice and Junghwa's laughter has become golden content. This proves that sincere and authentic content will always resonate with people far more than manufactured content ever could. This phenomenon also highlights a beautiful shift in the K-pop landscape. It's not just about chart numbers or album sales. It's about these genuine human connections that transcend generations. The viral nature of this episode proves that audiences crave authenticity. They want to see their idols in raw, unguarded moments of joy and vulnerability. Felix, in this setting, wasn't just performing. He was sharing a part of his own story, his own fandom, with one of his heroes, and in turn, allowing stays to feel that joy and pride alongside him. Furthermore, the collaboration serves as a powerful testament to Junghwa's enduring legacy and her keen eye for talent. By inviting Felix and creating such a warm environment, she didn't just feature a popular idol, she validated an entire new generation of artists. She showcased that the passion and dedication that defined her era are alive and well in idols like Felix. This mutual admiration society between a veteran and a fourth-gen icon creates a bridge for fans, encouraging them to explore music beyond their usual playlists and appreciate the rich history that paved the way for the groups they love today. It was a masterclass in legacy and a celebration of K-pop's continuous, evolving story. So, after witnessing all of this, what can we conclude? The meeting between Felix and Junghwa on Anding was more than just YouTube content. It was a story. A story about how dreams can come true. A story about mutual respect across generations. And a story about how Lee Felix, with his humility and extraordinary talent, continues to establish himself not just as an idol, but as an artist recognized by legends. He proved that behind the visual king and his killer deep voice, there is a Youngbok who is genuine, hardworking, and deserving of all the happiness and recognition he received that day. Now, I'm incredibly curious to hear your thoughts. What do you think was the most iconic moment from this episode of Anding? Was it when his deep voice amazed Junghwa? When they danced to Chk Chk Boom? Or their heart-to-heart conversation? Let me know in the comments below. Let's discuss. And for all you stays and K-pop lovers, this must be a new core memory for you, right? A moment where your bias shone in the most beautiful way. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with all your K-pop loving friends. Subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more exciting analyses about the K-pop world. See you in the next video. Annyeong!